like say they
Yeah.
gave you this, and this, and you don't remember, like you're not gonna remember later. That's why you would have it.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I have a video, an update of delete laws. I know a lot of people don't like him. Where I'm going to sort of updates. Let's okay, share it right now. Going to play it right now. Oops, won't make it bigger. Okay, let's play it now. Come on.
Hi, Daniel. Welcome in.
We're gonna let you in here. What's up,
Westside
Joey?
TMZ.
I know you heard the news. Let's build the room up just a little bit, and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to have a cigarette, a celebration cigarette for Chili de Castro's victory. Here's to you, Chili. I know you don't smoke, but
Hey, bud.
yeah, this is a big deal. I don't think notifications went out, Joey. It's just you and me, buddy. What's up, Trey? Yeah, rightfully so. That's right, Trey. All right, now we got some people rolling in. What's up, Precious Ranker? Good to see you, buddy. Tennessee accountability in the house. Dreamer. All right, you did get the notification. Good. We're just going to take a few minutes. What's up, Kevin, Jeff, Doctor. Oh, wow. Everybody's popping in so fast, I'm not going to be able to list you all out. So let's just get right to it. There is a lot to unfold on what just happened with Chili de Castro's case. It's not like a landmark decision for case law or nothing, but it was an appeal court decision. For those of you who don't know, Chili was freed today. His case was overturned. So, and rightfully so, because even people that, as long as they understand law and how the court process is supposed to work, everyone that understands law and knows how the court process is supposed to work, whether they like First Amendment auditors, hate First Amendment auditors, if they understand the law, then they knew all along and agreed that Chili didn't deserve to be in jail over that. So he spent the last, I believe, like 4.5, 5 months in jail. So ultimately, Chili lost. He lost that time of his life, which is unacceptable, completely unacceptable. But he did win his appeal today. And it was an easy argument. The lawyers, his lawyer, did a good job. I'm not saying that he didn't work for it. The lawyer worked for it, but I mean, he was factual. The lawyer for Chili was factual. He said, look, man, law is law. Feelings are feelings, more or less. He didn't say that verbatim by any means, but he argued reasonably. Chili's lawyer did. And when it was time for the state to present their argument, it was a woulda, coulda, shoulda thing. Oh, well, he coulda or he might have, and that's not law. Feelings are not law. Law is law. So, rightfully so that Chili won that case.
Okay, let me pause this and okay. Some parts I agree, some parts I don't agree. I agree it's wrong, but Chili should knows better. Don't mock the police, or the court, especially the court, That's making a mistake,
Well, I mean,
the
he made a mistake, but at the same time, the judge should have listened. She should have been listening the whole time, not made her decision based off of him disrespecting the bailiff or whatever. Because his case had nothing to do with that. His case
I
was
know, but I'm talking like
wanted to, right.
I mean, like keep your mouth shut and don't say nothing, Probably
Well, I
maybe
mean,
his
his lawyer didn't say that either, though. His lawyer didn't protect him in the trial. His lawyer didn't do a lot of things.
That part I didn't know about that part,
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I thought that's why I'm not sure because I didn't follow the case, but that's my opinion,
Gotcha, yeah.
But I mean, if the man was looking for a lawsuit, all these trolls that are like, they hate Chili for their own reasons. They've constantly said, all he's doing is looking for a lawsuit. Well, bootlickers, listen, your people, the ones you support, just gave him a lawsuit. This is one hell of a lawsuit for the guy. He did receive sufferable damages at this point. So I do foresee Chili coming back with a solid lawsuit. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice to Chili or nothing, but knowing who Chili is, I don't think he'll hesitate to get that filed under 1983 action, because it was proven in that hearing today that what he was doing was First Amendment protected. Absolutely. There is no 21-foot law that the former hearing tried to establish and actually locked him up based on that as one of the factual arguments. I say factual, wasn't a fact because it ain't law. So in the courtroom, facts mean if it's law or if it's something you can provide tangible and supportive to be entered in to the courts. So, and there's so many rules to court. It can get really confusing for people who are not attorneys or have not at least, been studied on the subject to law, or, that includes at home.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta update my banner. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Yes. Okay. Oops. Saved. Okay. Sorry, guys.
A lot of people study and understand what the legal process is in the courtroom. But like me, I've never gone to law school by any means. I don't know. Hell, I just barely got over a graduate from high school. Dropped out of my trade program after high school. So, like I'm saying, you don't need to be a lawyer to kind of get the gist of it. And anyone who has the gist of it knew.
I know he had a case back last year, early at the beginning when I started YouTube, all about his kid. I remember that updates he had. All about he was doing that going I think it was his kid and his wife was going to a lot with that the CPS. I don't know. Yeah. I just want to know if any updates are on him,
I don't know.
Okay. Because I like him, and he explained really good.
He has quite a few updates actually, and everything that's been going on. So I'm not sure about that one.
Okay.
All along that the state and the judge for the state and the district court that locked Chili up was wrong. And I'm sure there are a lot of naysayers and haters out there right now that are angry as hell that Chili is out and walking free. But guess what? He should have always been free on that. That was not a good reason. The state did not have a reason to lock him up, and that was just vindicated by the appeal judge. She was a good judge, by the way. I didn't watch every bit of it. Kind of busy today. I got court in the morning for a case that, really, really stupid case based on me posting a thumbnail for a video. I got a felony for a thumbnail, y'all. So that's in the morning for me. So I got a lot going on. I got to get the lawn finished. It rained all day yesterday, more or less. Like every time I get the mower out, it would start raining, and my battery was dead. So I got to run to get a replacement battery. Anyway, yeah. So just wanted to come hang out with you guys for just a minute and kind of reiterate what just happened a little bit. The state had no argument. That if you go watch it, and I'm going to put a link to this, even though I accidentally started in vertical. YouTube did some type of switch for our live streams now where it doesn't allow you to change the vertical horizontal before you start the stream. So I don't know what the hell. I'll figure it out. But they must have just did it because it was since my last live stream only been like a week. But yeah, so Chili is vindicated. Fart noises. What's happening, David? Am I missing some funny shit in the chat? I hate missing funny shit. But yeah, so we're looking good. I'll post the link to Chili's trial in the description of this when we're done. But you know, Chili's lawyer re-argued the case. Obviously, it's appeal court, and he did it this time, making more points than the first lawyer did by far. And the points were completely factual and based on law. You know, and he also enhanced the things that were argued in the first case for Chili for his defense and presented them better, in my opinion. I think that he made them solid points this time. Like when the officer asked Chili to back up, he did. You know, the officer didn't clearly say how far he needed to back up, and it didn't matter if he did because the officer didn't have a lawful reason to make Chili back up any further than he already had. So, you know, that was clearly argued in this appeal case. I've seen a lot of people in chats already asking questions. Is this going to make case law? Well, I'm not a lawyer, so I can't completely for sure answer that, but I can tell you what I think about that. The way I understand it, and I could be wrong, is that when appeal cases are decided to be published, then yes, they can be published as arguable in the future case law. So the most interesting factor that I personally find, I mean, first off, my heart goes out to Chili's loss for 4.5, 5 months of his life. But the second thing that I take out of this, one of my biggest takeaways is Chili's lawyer argued as his client, Chili, being, and he used the word First Amendment auditor. Why is that important? Well, because the term is being bashed all over by government officials that they say being recorded. Okay. They don't like the concept and they abuse the term First Amendment auditor. So his defense was clearly stating that Chili was acting as a First Amendment auditor. That's important for law, guys. So if this case gets published and becomes case law arguable on behalf of other people's cases, and they argue using the term First Amendment auditor, that might help clearing the slate of the term being used as a negative thing in courts, right? See what I'm saying? Put a 1 in chat if you think I'm on track here. Let me know what you guys think. Put it 2 if you disagree, because we'll talk about it. I want to see what you all think about that. Clearly, they were saying he was First Amendment auditing, using that term in a courtroom on record. So people like J.J. Scarborough, Ray Whited, there's been several that I've dealt with in Louisville, Kentucky, even a few from Southern Indiana. There's been a lot of like law enforcement officers, even lawyers, and people that go to courtrooms and deal with law a lot. They're saying First Amendment auditors are bad. Like, you're a First Amendment auditor, I got you now. You're going to be in trouble because you're a First Amendment auditor. Like, and that term gets thrown at me and Tiffany a lot because we support First Amendment auditing. They're using that term against me and Tiffany. So I think that this is a beautiful thing that it's on record that the case was argued as a First Amendment auditor. It's beautiful because not all First Amendment auditors are doing it bad. They're not all causing problems, and I'm not going to sit here and name out everyone, but I'll give you a couple examples. Go watch the channel Rogue Nation. I mean, he couldn't be more calm and collect and cool and polite, you know. And the only time that he's not completely calm, collect, and cool and polite is when he's approached aggressively by someone who's not being any of those things. So, and by all means, that's called respect. If someone's disrespecting you, you're supposed to return that same gesture or favor. And then another thing, guys, you don't have to time people out. I don't mind, you know, the troll opinion. I think it's fair for both sides to talk about this, even if they're wrong or right, you know, whatever. Let's do that, unless they're saying something about calling Tiffany a whore or something to that level, or trying to hurt her kids, because we all know that there's a group out there that's doing that from the Kaiser's stuff. Anyway, yeah, I think that having this on record, arguing as a First Amendment auditor, and then winning the appeal clearly. Like, it was beautiful the way the judge handled it. You know, I was a little bit worried before the judge spoke, but I was watching her pay attention. And clearly she watched the encounter on the video very well. Like, she knew what she was dealing with in that courtroom. The judge did. So
this time
when the state started arguing, it's when it really got good. I mean, I really appreciated Chili's lawyers. The lawyer did a great job hammering in on points, making sure that it was understood. He clearly said that his client was a First Amendment auditor, and that what his intentions was to film. You know, it all true, 100% factual, which is why it's called facts. Okay. And he even cited some different cases where people did not get arrested, which is good point. You know, if there were other people who cussed at the officers or had like an interaction back and forth while just, you know, spectating or being aside, then yes, you know, I agree with using those cases. If they did not, why would they get arrested? If it's so illegal, which it's not, you can't point at a single law in the book saying that it's illegal, then how come those people weren't arrested? That was the defense sort of, you know, trying to help interpret and double down on his case with the judge. The judge was just totally focused on the lawyer, which is great. Good judge. And then when it came time for the state to argue, the state was trying to blow some more smoke up her ass. They were misguiding the encounter again, like they did in the first case, but this judge didn't fall for it. The judge stopped the lawyer and said, hold on. She stopped the state's lawyer and said, hold on. You know, he didn't have time I watched it. He didn't have time between telling him to back up, and he didn't give him time to back up before he's already arrested him. So I don't know. And then he said, and she said clearly, I disagreed with Chili trying to speak with the driver, which my personal opinion, I thought that was pressing the boundaries myself, right? And I'm not like an aggressive First Amendment auditor. I wouldn't even call myself an actual First Amendment auditor. I would do it. I think I can do it. I mean, I've sort of, you know, been close, you know, depends on someone's ideal or definition of what a First Amendment auditor is. But I definitely think it's needed. I think that we've utilized that technique in our own cases, which proves that it's a necessary function. And we need to remind our government officers, right? Not just officials, not just public officials, officers, okay? All of them, that it is our First Amendment in this country. And there are no laws against it. Even if you go as far to call a cop a pig, or like Chili did in the courtroom, you know, that you're protected as an American. I don't agree with going around calling everybody names, but at the same time, when you're disrespected, it's called respect. This is free country on First Amendment. So, and they've already established clear-cut Supreme Court case law, I do believe, I could be wrong, but it's definitely case law that this being done is First Amendment protected, right? So if I can make this physical gesture, Diesel wants to say hi to you. Well, if I can make that physical gesture under my First Amendment protected in case law. That's physical. It's annoying or whatever, right? Like a cop's not going to like that. A judge definitely not going to like that. I don't suggest it personally because I'm more of a reasonable type person, but it is free speech by law, you know, and people need to understand. The naysayers in this case need to understand. Law, Diesel, please stop. He wants your all's attention. He can't handle him not being the one to get attention from everybody. We'll say hi to him in a minute. I'm going to let him in. Hang on, guys. You're going to stare at the porch roof for just a minute. Go on in, attention whore. Sorry, guys. And you didn't even get to say hi to him. It was too much going on. Where was I? So, where was I? Yeah, I lost my train of thought. But, the argument. So, the judge was very much set on understanding the defense, and then she's shutting down the state's lawyer as he was misinterpreting, misrepresenting the encounter, which I thought was really, really good. Free speech is free speech. So there were some words exchanged that she, you know, the state's attorney kind of said, hey, man, you know, that's physical. He literally was saying that the argument was a physical thing that was, you know, caused the officer to be. He kept trying to reiterate and say that it was causing the officer to be obstructed from giving the woman a ticket or whatever. Well, that was clearly not the case, and the judge called it out. Now, it is illegal to stop an officer, to hinder an officer while they're doing their things. It's not necessarily just like your body physical. There's a lot of people out there that think, hey, it's only physical. There are some laws that cite the word physical in it, and I don't fully disagree, but there are ways that a person can obstruct without touching someone, right? So it's not, when it says physical, it's not necessarily saying touching an officer, right? Like, let me think of an example. So like, you know, what if I had, say, a baby gate, and I stuck the baby gate and raised it up, and in between the officer and their subject, I didn't say a word, right? And I, you know, and then I stick it there and I prop it and I walk back over and I film it. That's clearly obstructing, and I didn't physically touch either of the subjects. So, you know, it's not all about like touching somebody, you know, and that's kind of a really shitty, poor example, but you know, just something that I can use there. So I think, you know, we also
be a physical act though, because you physically
we need and auditors and, you know, people that support auditors, we need to recognize our misinterpretations as well. I think it's a two-way street when it comes to that kind of stuff. We need to make sure that we're all on the same page at the end of the day. You know, that's what we're shooting for. We're trying to eliminate the barrier between government and citizens, because these are people who were citizens before they signed up, and I don't think that all of them are completely overwhelmed with being abusive to their positions. There are too many. We, along with them, need to work together to try to get rid of that, to keep it weeded out, you know, to maintain our garden, if you will. And that's what because I don't think copy don't mean nothing. So, you know, we got to be reasonable, but so do they. Now, I think it was a great, like I said, I'm going to pin the link to the trial after this is over. I'm almost done. So the judge stopped the state's lawyer a lot, and she was saying, hold on now, you're misguiding me. I saw the video, which was great, right? As soon as she started doing that, I knew Chili had this appeal, okay? Chili was good to go. Yep. And then
she actually
the most interesting part to me was you don't recall, put a 1 in chat if you recall exactly what moment it was in Chili's original hearing where the judge decided she was going to lock him up. I want to see how many of you guys think you know the exact moment in time in which the judge, because I think by watching that, I'm pretty sure it was real evident to pretty much everybody. Put a 1 in chat if you felt like you knew the exact moment in Chili's original hearing where you knew when that judge was deciding, I'm putting this man in jail. Can some of you all say, now that you got some ones up there, can some of you all say what you think that exact moment was?
When you said I got you on my YouTube.
Because I think I know the exact moment.
I posted you on my YouTube.
Matrix says before the hearing even started. Maybe.
Pretty
I think
much.
there was an exact moment.
Hey, Romy.
There you go. 1010 for freedom says when he called the cop a pig.
What's up, Sean?
A lot of people are saying before the case ever started. I don't know.
You already know
I don't think that's the case.
Sean.
It seems like it sometimes.
Everybody in the 1A community
Yep,
should
the
know.
big comment. A lot of people are saying that's what I'm on. So I feel like it was the encounter in the courtroom that pissed her off. And she didn't arrest him based on that. Like she didn't sentence him based on what really upset her. What really upset her would have just been contempt. Okay. That's not what the judge did. No, Lucy, I'm not a Democrat. I'm nonpartisan. I don't take sides in that political debacle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just made up my own word. Debacle. Somebody knows. So I feel like it was really obvious that in Chili's original case, that when there was an encounter between Chili and one of the court staff, that's when I felt like it was super obvious. That's when the judge said, I'm going to put this motherfucker in jail. All right. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what it sure seemed like to me and pretty much everybody I've ever talked to about this case. Now, the reason I'm pointing that out is today, after Chili won the case, okay, he didn't win because ultimately he lost 4.5 months of his life. But Chili goes to like shake somebody's hand or something, and one of the corrections officer, also court staff, one of the members of the government that was in there in the courtrooms, court staff, law enforcement officer, did the same thing to Chili. He's like, that's an arrestable offense in the courtroom in front of the judge. So I'm sitting here thinking, is it because we had a better judge in this case who actually did understand law that law enforcement officer was not held in contempt or charged with something? Because that's all. It's the same thing. It was a rude statement made abrupt and loud that was not lawful to Chili. And nobody saw a police officer getting put in handcuffs. He acted out in the courtroom. He was wrong, right? This is what I want at the end of the day. I want to see everyone working for government held to the exact same. Like we're all taught that they're held to a higher standard. They're supposed to be. They're not at all. They're held to such a lower standard. It's hypocrisy. Okay. Total hypocrisy. And worse than that, it's hypocrisy and being taken advantage of from a power influence position, right? So they're influenced by their power. I'm talking about government officials, especially law enforcement. They're influenced by their power to violate the very thing that they're supposed to uphold and force it upon the citizens from a higher power and authority standpoint. They're totally abusing it, and they get away with it. Now, that's called a crime. That's what that is. It's a fucking crime. Not like only government crime. There are government employees that commit state crimes, just regular crimes like you and me would absolutely be held accountable for, right in front of judges, other cops, anywhere, anytime. And nothing happens to them. That is absolute assurance. That is absolute assurance to you, me, anyone that watches this in the future, anywhere, anybody in the United States. That is absolutely outside the United States even sees it. That is absolute assurance that they are not being held to an equal standard, much less a higher standard. We, the people, need to ensure that that changes. The conduit that we, the people, have to ensure that that changes is our constitutional freedoms to oversee our
Yeah.
government. It is literally our job, and it doesn't necessarily only mean one way or another way. It's all of those ways. Free speech, talking to individual officers, going to your representatives, your voting, every bit of it matters. And not everything is for everyone individual. Just like auditing is not for other people necessarily than it is for people who choose to do auditing. That's their way. And another American will have their way, and another American will have their way. As long as all of those ways are being practiced to their fullest potential, America's good to go. And that's not happening. The citizens are knocking each other down and attacking one another. I don't really like that word attack because it's not like a physical attack necessarily. Some cases it is. You got the people in Carrollton that will literally physically attack. But one way or another, they're attacking. They're berating. They're slandering. They're knocking people down for doing nothing but their job as an American citizen, their part, because they wouldn't do that part. Right? We got to stop that shit. We, the people, we civilians, we got to stop that shit. We got to find a middle ground. I'm getting harassed a lot today, guys, because I got court in the morning. So, Kaiser's people in Scarborough's calling a lot. They have been. I forgot to shut off my ringer. Sorry about that. So I'm going to leave you out on this. I'm going to put the link to Chili's hearing in. If you haven't already seen it, please go watch it. And then, if you will, go congratulate Chili on his channel, Delete Laws. I'll put his link in the channel as well, or in the description as well. This is most definitely a win for the term First Amendment auditors. Okay, this is definitely a win for that, because the term has been being painted inappropriately and negatively by corrupt and shitty, not both, maybe either or maybe both, corrupt and shitty government officials, government officers. That term has been being degraded and slandered and used inappropriately, and then it's like a slanderous word now for government to be able to use against people that they don't agree with, like me and Tiffany. Scarborough is trying to insinuate that me and Tiffany are bad by using the term, those motherfuckers are auditors. We need more law. We need more cases like what Chili just had, where they use the term First Amendment auditor on record. And at the end of the day, realize it's fucking free speech. That's why when they created the term First Amendment auditor, they said it's under the First Amendment, but the people practicing, you also have a lot of work to do. Okay. Because I watch encounters all the time where I got to change the channel because I'm frustrated with how you're trying to instigate some shit for clicks and views, or I don't care if it's not for clicks and views. If you're trying to instigate a bad interaction,
I agree.
Then trust me, you're not helping nobody. You're not helping the First Amendment community. You're not helping yourself.
Right.
You don't look good for it. Yes, you're going to get a lot of people are going to watch it, but you're bringing negativity towards it, and that needs not be done. Even Chili has said some things in his videos. I mean, I feel like he might have been I'm sure he's learned some big lessons out of this, but he did not deserve to be locked up over that specific thing at all. And that was proven and vindicated in court today. But let's all work. I'm talking to government, and I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to people who practice their freedoms and are trying to push for a better, less of a boundary between us and government. I'm talking to everybody. I'm saying, let's all try to learn. Let's all try to understand one another and sort of try to cut down that division, stop attacking one another, and try to figure it out and work together in a way where we can continue to function as one united nation. That's what we need to do. And people like me, it depends. My freedom right now kind of depends on that notion as well. In court, they're trying to use the term First Amendment auditor against me and Tiffany. Even though we weren't auditing, it's still the term is being used against us. So it matters. It matters to regular people, just like it mattered to us that we were needed to be able to use a
Good
camera
point.
to get our records and use a YouTube channel to be able to press our local government to get our records. We also need to be able to clean the name of First Amendment auditing. So, let's do it, guys. I love you all, and court in the morning. So, see you on the next one.
What's up, Big Chief?
Let me tell you guys, he makes a point. You gotta work together. It doesn't mean one community or anything. Let's make everything better. Go out and if you're not at 1A, like, hey, do your right. Tell them, hey, you have rights. That's it. Tell them you have a right to record in the public. You have a right to do that.
Right.
Everyone isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. We gotta work not together.
Right. We can't even get along on YouTube, let alone come together.
Yeah, I know. Let's get along. You don't have to let the person,
Right. Right.
You
don't
yeah,
even
what?
You don't even have to go out with them. You don't have to go out with them. You don't even have to be around them, but you're still exercising yours.
Yeah.
Go do your thing and leave everybody, or don't leave them alone. Whatever you want to do, but
Hey,
at the same time,
if you're perfect, why you're under 100 subs? Okay, I send you the other video.
Oh, you want me to play it?
Yeah.
I woke up early this morning.
What a lazy tired.
What?
You didn't even walk at all.
And I did other stuff.
Okay.
I did all kinds of stuff. You're almost perfect.
Yeah.
Join the crowd.
I'm perfect too.
He said almost.
No, me. I'm perfect. I'm God. I'm God of YouTube.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah. If I was God on YouTube, I'd make everything perfect.
Yeah, right. You would make everybody else suffer, and you'll make your
Yeah.
channel number one. Just don't tell me what to do. Exactly. That's the purpose right there. Don't tell me what to do. Look at you. See? Tell me.
No, it's catchy. You make me do it. Thanks, I'm side.
It's contagious.
Next time, I'm gonna put no yawning in the chat.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. This is for today.
Yeah, 21 hours ago. No,
21,
that's not
20.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not the one. This is the one before. Okay.
Yeah.
This is one before this.
Yeah.
Right.
2024. Now tomorrow is the appeal. Today's July 9th. Tomorrow's July 10th.
I did it again.
DLZ faithful, thank you for standing
We're
by
no
me.
yawning.
For people who are listening to this who have never heard of my channel before or never heard from me before, I'm a First Amendment auditor. I film police in their official capacity. I film police in over 30 states, hundreds of face-to-face interactions. The only place I've ever been arrested is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, I was arrested in Ohio, but that was for peacefully protesting. It wasn't for filming a cop. But Las Vegas, Nevada arrests journalists for filming them. So that's going to change over the next couple of years because I filed not one, not two, but I'll file 3 federal civil rights lawsuits against Clark County. So that is upcoming. But for tomorrow, we're looking at the appeals trial. I think it's called an appeal trial. It's an appeal hearing. I'm not sure. But tomorrow, the case should be overturned on appeal. Now, we had Ann Zimmerman in the Justice Court, if you could call it. I call Ann Zimmerman's court the Kangaroo Court. However, tomorrow is in the District Court in front of Judge Michelle Levitt. Now, we filed an appeal. They failed to reply. We filed a reply to the reply. My attorney, Chris Oram, is an appellate attorney here in Las Vegas. He is one of the top appellate attorneys in all of Nevada. I would strongly recommend Chris. He showed up here. He's visited me. He takes all my phone calls. He's done everything that you would want your attorney to do. They always take my phone calls. How many times do you try to call your lawyer and you can't do it? They don't take your call, or you have no communication. That has not been the case with attorney Chris Oram and his staff. They always take my phone calls. Chris's assistant will sit and talk to me on the phone for 15, 30 minutes at a time. I only get 15-minute blocks on the dungeon phone here. So if you're part of Team DLZ, you guys have counted down with me all the way where we're in the hundreds, and now it is tomorrow. Tomorrow is finally the day when we get to have the appeal. Thank God. Now, if you're just stacking it up, checkers, we have beat them. You're stacking it up for chess. My attorney, Chris Oram, has outmaneuvered the district attorney on paper. The district attorney filed cases to try to prove time, place, and manner, which were an abysmal failure. The cases that the attorney, and I believe his name is Chen, the assistant district attorney, he filed cases that we have on the trifold and on the cop card that justify our right to film police. Even further, there is a Nevada revised code, 171.1233. 171.1233 actually says that citizens have the right to film police. However, in this particular case, I wasn't a citizen. I was a journalist. I came up, I informed Mr. Bork, who's being sued in federal district court. I informed him that I was a member of the press and that I was filming the stop. I further then told him, go get in your car, little doggy, and do your job, which is exactly what he should have done. He chose to get enraged and get mad that I called him a little doggy, and he retaliated against me. You know what? He's going to have some problems in federal court. I hope, as well, we're able to go around the judicial immunity of Ann Zimmerman and sue her personally because she was biased. During the trial, the cop said that there's some imaginary 21-foot rule that he learned in the police academy. There's no ordinance code or NRS code or statute that says there's a 21-foot rule. The biased and unprincipled Ann Zimmerman, she's decided to buy the 21-foot rule, and there is where the rubber meets the road. She knew better. She knew there was no 21-foot rule. She knew better. She'd researched my case. She'd watched my YouTube channel. Biased and unprincipled. Now we'll see what happens in the federal civil rights lawsuit. I don't know what is going to happen. We'll see. But today is a day that I've been waiting for 4 months. We finally are at the appeal hearing tomorrow. My feeling in my chest, in my heart, in my soul, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm rightfully indignant. I have all of these feelings because I've been locked up and it has been a hard road. I'm not going to tell you it's been easy. It hasn't. The jail system, the policies, procedures, and protocols that are put in place here some of them have to be revised. Some of them have to be redone, reconsidered. I can't go into too much detail for different reasons, but there's some policies and procedures here that need to be changed. And so the feeling I have today is one of excitement. There have been a few people along the way who have supported me and backed me up continually. For you people, I want to say thank you.
That video seems like
Constantly putting 30, 40 bucks on my books, $100 on my phone, sending me eye care gift packages. I'll call your names out when I get out of here and we do a live stream and I talk to everybody. But right now, I just want to focus for tomorrow and look at this finally, where we get the appeal hearing. Finally. I mean, you don't, unless you've been to jail. One of my supporters, one of my friends, really good friend of mine, we talk on the phone, and he was put in jail for an extended period of time. And he knows all the lingo. So just so you know, as we count it down to the hearing for the appeal tomorrow, it's not a 10-day countdown. It's 9 days and a wake up. 9 days and a wake up. So now I'm finally at a wake up. Tomorrow I wake up and we get the appeal hearing. Now here's the really strange part. If we win the appeal tomorrow, there's three things that could happen. She could rule from the bench and say that the case is overturned. She can deny the appeal, or she can say she'll give her answer in writing when she's ready to post it. So that means that my jail term here ends around July 24th, July 23rd, 25th, somewhere in there. I have some good time in here, I'm not sure. But right around then, 22nd to 25th. Listen, I'm prepared to start the countdown over again after tomorrow, 14 more days. So I'm ready for that. I've already held my breath. You know how you're going to swim under the water? You're going to swim from one side of the pool to the other. You don't hold your breath for the halfway point. You hold your breath for the whole way under the water. And if you don't take a big enough breath where you hold your breath to go all the way underwater, you're going to pop up at the midway point and be really disappointed. So I'm prepared tomorrow for the judge to deny my appeal, and I'll sit in here for 14 more days. And that's the way it'll go. And I'm ready for that. However, on the flip side, if my appeal is granted, then I'm out of here within 24 hours of that appeal being granted. So let's hope and pray for the Team DLZ faithful, for those of you who have followed my journey. And listen, I'll be honest with you. Some of the things that I do and some of the ways that I speak and some of the things that I've done are going to slightly alter, because unless we get one of us into this horrifically bad, despotic government structure, unless we become a mayor or a governor or a state legislator, we can't change a damn thing. There was a Yale study that showed how much people have effect on changing government. The number one person who has the biggest effect on changing government is the person in the government. Now, we can go back to the Boss Tweed days and the Thomas Platt days in the beginning of the 20th century, where Republican bosses and Democratic bosses ran the entire show. They ran judges, they ran the House, they ran the Senate. But we're not there anymore. Things have changed. And so when I get out, I have to change just ever so slightly. And also, this is really cool. I can't go into detail, obviously. I don't want to talk about anything until it's done. But I've created some stuff while I was in here that will allow you, the public, people to become more involved in being journalists. And obviously I'm stuck in a bed for 16 hours a day. That's not rehabilitation. That's just making someone rightfully indignant. That's making people angry. You lay in a bed for 16 hours a day. So I took advantage of that time, and there were some certain individuals who sent me a bunch of books. If you guys sent me a book or an iCare gift package, your name didn't come on it. They don't tell me who sent it. So if you sent me a book or you sent me an iCare gift package, thank you. But there was a couple individuals who sent me books on the Constitution, on the Bill of Rights, on the Supreme Court justices, on the presidents, on the history of so many different things. And I sat and I studied those things over and over and over again. And I have mapped out a way for you to understand how despotic this government is and the reason why it is as despotic as it is. Remember, senators are elected with the 17th Amendment in 1913. We need to do the exact same thing with the Supreme Court. They need to be elected. And every time they make a bad decision, the people need to have the right to impeach them. The people need to have the right to impeach them. The judge, the biased and unprincipled Ann Zimmerman, the people should have a right to impeach her when she puts a journalist in jail for months on end. That's the way it should go. We need more power over the judiciary. The people do, by referendum, so we can impeach these bad judges. Because I don't wish Ann Zimmerman anything but a long, healthy life, but I want her to have to pay out of her own pocketbook, and I want her to I want us, the people, to be able to fire her from the bench. That's what I want to happen. And unfortunately, when I get out of here, I am going to go straight at it. I'm going to go straight at it through the legal system and through media. I'm going to take on the power structure that is and try to change it through legislation, through federal civil rights lawsuits, and through the media. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to stop. You can say it with me. We don't stop. Put it in the comment section. We don't stop. Put it again. Someone puts it, you match it. We don't stop. Put it again. We don't stop. I go to court tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., district court. If you can make it, I would love for you guys to come. I would appreciate it. If you can't, that's okay too. big shout out to all my friends, to all my supporters. I really appreciate you guys. You know, we were in the hundreds, and now we're down to one. Tomorrow's the appeal. Thanks for your support. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators.
Wow. Interesting. I'm just checking to see any abandoned buildings, you know? See one fun. Okay.
Not sure. Not sure who Christy is. I have to go. Thank you, Westside. Take care. All right. Later, Cliff.
Explore the most dangerous and better neighborhood in Ohio. Let me check to see if it's not copyright. That'd be interesting. It's Lemmy territory, you know? Hold on.
Yeah.
It's mute. Okay, come on. What? Didn't say nothing? They said didn't say no information. Okay.
What?
It's 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes. Let me play it.
You gonna play it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I gotta go wash my hair.
Okay. After this,
Hey, Miracle. Or Mayhem and Miracles.
Hey, man, Miracles. How you doing?
I'm seeing it one-sided, one eye.
This is Ohio.
Consisting of multiple deaths, now sits abandoned, with one resident remaining. Holy shit.
I'm the nigga who started Paru and was no motherfucking people down in Paru.
I'm doing
This
good.
is Elderwood Avenue.
Yourself? What's up, Joko?
That's Ohio. Only one people living there.
So there's a lot of people living there?
One.
Where are we today, boys?
We are in East Cleveland.
The most dangerous abandoned neighborhood in Cleveland.
Oh, enjoy your dinner. I love dogs more than people. Why? Because you can control the dog? Or the dog listens more
This
than
is some
people?
zombie apocalypse stuff right here. Oh, guys, watch out for booby traps too. Tripwire.
They pull the batteries out of the fire alarms.
Where are you guys? We're listening.
Man, it's spooky back here.
What's up, Cam Dip? Evening.
Demolished bathroom, hole in the floor there.
Oh,
How you doing?
West side is killing me.
It's just one of
West
many
side.
apartment
Hey,
complexes.
man.
What am I explaining?
No. I told man West side is was killing me. No, I'm live and
I wouldn't even try
it's
it.
killing me.
If you can't get it open, don't try it.
There's a bar
Oh, yeah.
back in there, Todd.
Old ripped up couch and sofa, so much garbage. Holy crap.
Hang on, Todd.
No.
Look at this old door. It's great.
You know what that is, Jeremiah?
Oh, it.
That would happen to be a door doing.
Too early. It's too early.
Let's see that. Come on, that's perfect.
I mean, it's a pretty cool door. You know, I'll give you that one.
What's up, Booby? What? Wolverine did a video too.
2 chain locks and a deadbolt.
Someone definitely stays in here. Look. Look at this. Doors just falling in.
Chilling. I got heartburn.
Damn.
Right here's the main street. Look at that.
Gotta find me some CBD oil.
Yeah, it's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
And it's in Ohio.
Before you guys go in, I want you
Eh, No, Ukraine, the United States, Ohio. Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, Akron, Ohio. Yes.
Oh yeah, that classic abandoned smell in here, boys.
Oh, yeah.
This place is a lot cleaner than the other building.
Yeah, which means there's much more likely to be people in here.
True. Very true.
So, wow.
Oh.
Check this out. The whole floor collapsed.
Not bad. It's kind of in fairly shape. Not too bad, but
What is it?
80%
The whole
is
floor
good shape.
collapsed.
Yeah, he's right. Damn, bro.
Wow. Look at this real nice wood bed frame.
Oh, real nice. Looks like it's unfinished.
Huh.
It's thick though.
Yeah, well, when it's good, it's good.
Look at that toilet just chilling in the middle of the room.
Yeah, that's wild.
The toilet chilling in the middle of the room. What?
This is crazy.
Bro, like every window in this place is boarded up. It's crazy.
That's fishy.
Oh,
How come they have wiring
Is that a trap?
inside?
It's either a trap or somebody just said that to keep that door from locking. Could very well be. Do you see it tied to
It
anything?
was inside. Bodies?
I think it's just there to keep the door.
Was it a body?
Which means people frequented this place.
Sunday is
Yeah,
not
look at all
right.
this stuff right in
Isn't
front
it?
of the door too.
Look above it.
Do you want to even try to go in here?
Maybe.
Todd, that's the door mechanism.
No.
Hey,
That paper.
And is that
Oh,
for
that's just
fun?
an exit sign.
What's wrong? Oh, is that
Oh,
piping?
we thought this was a trap.
Somebody's probably living there.
No, I think it's just. I don't think so. You should be able to see a wire. The light
Yeah.
should reflect it.
Well, if they hide it well enough. You know.
True, very true.
Let me charge you again.
If anybody's in here, we're just taking videos. We'll leave immediately.
Yes, Wolvie, yes.
I'm going into this room.
I mean, the appeal shouldn't have took the 3 or 4 months that he was in there, but I'm glad he's getting out today or tomorrow. Shouldn't have never been in there.
Wow. Absolutely trashed.
That's
Water's leaking in.
Yeah, I was walking and started leaning, and I was like, "Ooh." Here, what do you think of this? Just a second.
Oh,
Check it out. It's a pamphlet for a martial arts academy. Go ahead and turn that over. Think about it. If you knew how to fight, you wouldn't have to. Northern Wind Martial Arts, Grandmaster Mayo, or Mayo maybe.
Somebody's got to
sorry, I
advertise.
think I tripped.
Yeah, that's why we are.
Bet someone lived in here. Look, they got
Well,
that
Chad,
window
yeah.
propped open.
It smells weird in here. Do you smell that?
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's all abandoned stuff.
But to be honest, it smells weird in all these places.
Look at just how trashed it is.
Full.
It's just so piled up. Look how destroyed the ceiling is.
Looks like something fell through it. I'll bring it back.
Mute the music. Only. Oh, abandoned place. Jeez.
Street. We have so much.
Shot of us walking down this road. Oh, there's lights on right there. It's probably the city power, but
Yeah, I say we stay off that end.
that's crazy. Holy shit. I'm so sorry, dude. You scared the shit out of me. Whew. Man, do you mind if we take some pictures of this building? No, we're good. Thank you, though. We can get to this building from here, right there.
There's somebody in there?
Hey, Kyle.
Please tell me you were recording.
That's Ohio.
Just keep going.
It's Ohio.
I need a breather.
He probably shit himself.
I almost pissed myself right there.
Told you.
Tommy, you gotta take a breath, man. You're dying.
There's our thumbnail right there. Dude, you guys have no idea how scared I just was.
Your chest's probably hurting a little bit. I don't know.
Feel my heart.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Listen, Tommy, I'm only laughing because I would have done the same thing. I'm not like mad. Like, we're not trying to make fun of you.
That was funny.
Hey, an old record player.
Oh, that's sick.
Super cool. Hang on, let me get it in this room. That's what he was. I couldn't hear what he was telling.
Yeah, he was asking if he wanted weed.
What a guy.
He's a chill dude. That's why I like stayed in there. I can't even like film straight. I'm
There's a white bag right here. I thought it was a body bag for a second.
Oh yeah, I can see why you would think that.
You definitely get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Sean.
The offices. Oh, that's pretty cool right there.
Oh, that is cute.
It's a mini trampoline. Oh wow. Oh my lord. These things were
That's
so
scary.
fun back in the day.
Marvel. I forgot. What's this? Huh?
Chapman apartment.
It must be
Check out how bored up that board is.
art museum.
It's like an abandoned town.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ghost town.
I want Mayhem. Do you have abandoned places in Canada?
A brand new shopping cart.
Again, I mean, we know for a fact that that dude is not the only person in here. So
Right.
Oh, this money is old.
This is all caved in right here.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I'll pay you $100 if you sleep over there for one night.
Oh, these doors in the middle, these two buildings are connected, and the door in the middle leads to both of them. That was the front door. I didn't even think about that.
We should probably yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. That's not creepy at all.
If I drive,
Absolutely, yes.
I would spend night there. No, I would do a 24 hours night. Yes, I would do that 24 hours. 24 hours night. You know.
Getting real dark in here. Yeah. You see that, Joanne? The door doing. Yes.
Oh my! I just about walked right through that.
You did?
If your light wasn't on, I wouldn't have seen that.
I just said there's a big hole there.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Just buff it up.
Hey,
What's
Juan.
up?
Wow, don't think we're getting through there.
Yeah.
You guys,
None.
you guys like kind of videos?
Wow, don't think we're getting
I
through
could
here
make
either.
some of these too.
Yeah, these buildings have definitely been abandoned
Right.
longer than the rest.
But like all these buildings, there was like squatters and slumlords where they last name, somebody got killed or got two people got killed in the building. And the fiends, they need somewhere to stay. So the police like to stay in these spots and they use their address of court.
Wow. Jeez.
Come on, once something like that happened, they close the building down, so let the fiends stay there. So they have an address of court to be a witness for murder. This whole man, so many people like this right here, this right here.
Yeah. So we
Over $5, couple bucks.
yeah, so we probably shouldn't stay here too long.
No, it ain't shit no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
only do that be down here.
All right.
My dude, called the mechanic. He used to work about AutoZone.
Yeah.
He just died like about 5-6 months ago.
Oh.
About 4 because he had cancer. Me, him, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Me, him, and maybe Spoon and a white girl, Candy. We don't want to be down here, but I'm from here for real.
Really?
I've been on chat for 8 years.
Damn.
Mr. Hero is up there. That was the oldest Mr. Hero in Cleveland. Up there expanding now. Next to that was a good spot called Cleveland C. Then it turned into like Hamburg. But like that spot was
Tacoma. You're Tacoma.
Hero, that was the oldest Mr. Hero in Cleveland. This, like Cleopatra was when it was real fucked up. We talk Cleopatra. That bitch right there. How many?
Does it sound better?
Green Lake, OGB, you got Haru, Gray.
Yeah.
You got a couple people that Green Lake. Yak. But these are all monkeys and toy shops. I'm the nigga who started Paru, and it was no motherfucking people down here Paru when I started. But most of them was wrong. Ownership. You know what I'm saying? I brought it out here. The old blood people was mad at me. They came down, saw that had everything going like the phone, you know. And get it fine. Now, I actually was a juvenile, that juvenile life, being a gang. Not didn't do no crime. People did stuff.
Sir, I'm sorry to cut you off, but we're gonna have to head out pretty quick here. We're gonna get some shots and then
But
go.
anyway,
But
do your thing, but just like I said, all these buildings got condemned.
yes, sir. Thank you. We
All
do
right.
appreciate it.
We'll
look
check out
some
those movies too.
videos. Yeah.
Like I said, Bus Off the Port, Pac-Man movie, and Green Lake, all that shit.
All right.
Right on,
It was good talking to you.
Don't step in my drone.
Sorry.
We're gonna get a shot of us walking down.
No, we're good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
They said it simultaneously.
Okay, guys, that's all I have right now. I will get some more for tomorrow. You guys enjoying the day. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Sean, everyone, to come.
Later.
And don't forget to fill the cup. And don't forget to give me $100 each in my cash app on paper. That's okay. Bye-bye.